As you can see behind me here in the middle shelf here, I have a ton of acrylic yarn, and so for today's video, I want to see how many acrylic projects I can make in a day realistically. Last week's video, how many scrunchies I can make in a day, did really well, so I figured why not do the same thing but change it up a bit. For today's video, I'm going to be trying a bunch of different patterns, different project types, just to keep things interesting. So I don't know how many I'm going to be able to make personally. I'm going to guess 5 because these are going to be bigger items. Let me know what your guess is in the comment section down below, and let's go ahead and get started. Here is a closer look at the acrylic yarn shelf that I have, and right off the bat I want to use this skein here. I did try making something with this. Oh, I tried knitting with this, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to frog it because I have no idea what I'm doing and the color changes are throwing me off. So I want to use this. Maybe I can use this one as well, have some variegation going on, some color changes. St. Patrick's Day is going to be coming up and my drop is at the end of February. So I think I want to use some green. So I'm thinking about using these two and these. Go ahead and grab 1, 2, and 3. I also have some acrylic yarn over here on the shelf of yarn that I've been avoiding. And so maybe this can be a 2 for 1. I also use some yarn I've been avoiding. I have this skein and I've been avoiding this. Oops, there goes the yarn. I only have one of these, so I'm like, I don't know what I want to make, but I think I know exactly what I want to make with that now. So I'm going to put that to the side. And I also have this whole entire skein. Is this 100% acrylic? 98% acrylic, 2% other. Well, it's not even listed as to what it is. So we're going to use that and count it as acrylic. Oh, I bet you the other 2% is like the sparkle. So, okay, that's what I'm gonna use. That's what I'm gonna start with. I'm really excited now. Okay, yay! Right off the bat, I know exactly what I want to start with. My daughter has been asking for a scarf, and so this is the yarn that she picked out for me to make a scarf for her. It is 328 yards. It is a 3-weight yarn. I'm planning on using a 4mm hook. It says to use a 5. I don't know about that. It's much thinner than the Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn, and I usually use a 5 for it. So I'm going to try a 4, see how that works. And yes, I am going to do the moss stitch scarf. I love it so much. It is so easy and simple. I don't know which orientation I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to work vertically or horizontally. I'll just have to wait and see what I want to do. You know what? I think I want to do vertical because then you can see all of the colors, whereas horizontally, the colors are going to work up, and then when it's wrapped around, you're not going to be able to see them as much. So I'm going to work it vertically, as I normally do, and a child's scarf is usually around 30 to 60 inches long. I don't know how long I'm going to make hers, but I'm probably going to do a chain, have her try it on, see what it looks like, and then go from there. It is currently 1 o'clock, so I will be stopping the timer or the challenge at 1 o'clock tomorrow. So I really want to get to work on this. I'm hoping I have enough of this yarn and I don't run out. If I do run out, I think it'll be fine, and I think she'll be excited and happy with how it turns out. So that's going to be the first project, and let's go ahead and get started on making it. While I'm getting my yarn ready, I figured I would introduce myself if you are new here. Welcome, my name is Anastasia. I am the owner of RJ Crochet, where I make wearables, plushies, and accessories. If any of those things interest you, or you would like to see the behind the scenes of a small crochet business or crochet vlogs, be sure to click subscribe and ring the bell to receive all the notifications of when I upload. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and I also do go live sometimes throughout the week. I usually make a post on my page here on my channel when I go live. So if you are interested, make sure you have your notifications on and you'll get notified of when I go live as well. I am almost done now getting my yarn ready, and I am so excited. I think this is going to look amazing. I hope she likes it. If she doesn't like it, then I'm going to be really sad. Because kids can be so honest sometimes, you know? I'm trying to do a magic circle. That's not what I need to do. I need to do just a typical slip knot. I was about to say slip stitch. We're not even doing that either. I'm hoping that because this is going to be smaller, it will not take me that long to make. But we will see because it is a thinner yarn. And I hope it works up nicely as well. It's currently 4:30. I did take a break for a little bit. I think I worked on this maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, I guess. Maybe more realistically an hour. But this is what it's looking like so far. I really am loving it. There are subtle color changes. I don't know if y'all are able to see. Maybe you can. It is a very subtle color change from this color to this color, and I am absolutely loving it. The one thing I'm not loving is how long this is taking, because I've done the scarves with the Karen anniversary cake, so it's just fly by so fast because the yarn is thicker. It's a bulky weight yarn, or maybe it's super bulky. I don't know. I get the two confused, to be completely honest. But I still am enjoying making this. I think it's going to be finished, I hope. I don't know. We'll see. I say I'm going to be able to finish it, but I may or may not be able to. But I am going to work on it a little bit longer, I think. Maybe get the rest of this color done, and then maybe take a break from the scarf and move on to another project. Maybe. Because I do want to make an ear warmer. I think that would be really fun. It's been a hot minute since I came on here to check in with y'all. I burned my hand with some boiling water. I mean, it's fine, but it's a little sensitive, and it is the hand that I crochet with. So hopefully that doesn't interfere too much, because I don't have anything to wrap it currently. But I think it'll be fine, because I'm able to move it, and it's a little sore, but nothing like severe, you know? I haven't gotten much farther on this scarf, but I am going to work on it for a little bit longer. I do want to go ahead and finish up the blue, just to see what the next shade's going to be. I think it's going to be like a purpley shade. I think that'll be super pretty. As of now, that is currently my plan. I may switch up the project like I mentioned earlier. Not really sure. I might get carried away with the scarf. We'll see. But I do know that I will also be packaging up some orders. I am so excited. I got a couple yesterday and today, so I want to go ahead and get those packaged up so I can get them shipped out tomorrow. And I also need to go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow to grab a skein of yarn to make a beanie that someone purchased on my website. Some of the items that were ordered are permanently available on my website. Some of them were for my drop. I'm really excited. But I'm going to have more information on my drop and the recap and everything like that in my video on Thursday. So if you're interested in that, be sure to have your notification bell turned on so you're notified when I do post that. But other than that, that is what I'm doing, and a little brief look into how my day has been going. It's been going pretty good. I hope y'all have been having a great day as well. I hope that y'all have been able to stay warm during the winter season. It is freezing cold. Freezing, freezing, freezing. Here's a progress update on the scarf as of now. I am definitely going to take a break from this though, because I thought this was going to go a lot quicker. It is in fact not, because the yarn is a lot thinner. So this is what I have left of the skein too. I was thinking maybe I would only use half, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't think that's going to be a big enough scarf for my daughter. I think she's going to want like the whole skein used. So I'm going to put a pause on that for now, basically is what I'm getting at. I don't know what I'm going to make next. I do have a beanie that I was working on using the Karen Anniversary yarn cake, but do I want to make a beanie and then try and figure out the measurements for it? Not really, to be honest. So I'm looking at my yarn right now that I picked out over here to the side, and I'm trying to figure out what kind of vibe I want to do and what I want to use. Honestly, I'm really tired. Like, this past week has been crazy busy and I'm just exhausted. So I don't know, like trying to start a project seems really difficult right now, even though I know it's not. Just thinking, like looking at the yarn I picked out earlier, and I'm like, yeah, I like the yarn, but I don't know what to make with it because I'm so tired. So I'm thinking this is what I'm going to do. It is probably like midnight. I usually go to bed around 1 to 2 in the morning. I think I might go to the shower, chill out, hang out in the shower, relax, take a little bit of a break from my scarf, try and figure out maybe what other things I can make, because I've been making a lot of the same things: beanies, ear warmers, bucket hats. I've made 2 sets of fingerless gloves. I've made several scarves now. I kind of want to branch out a little bit, maybe do something different that I'm going to enjoy. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be a completely different project. It could just be a different pattern for a beanie or for a scarf. I'm not doing a scarf. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not doing a scarf. I'm working on one right now. I'm not doing another one. That's my idea. I'm gonna look up some patterns. Maybe I can find some on Ravelry or Yarn Inspirations, Etsy. Maybe I can find some free ones on YouTube or Pinterest, Instagram, something. I'm gonna browse, see what I can find. Maybe I have yarn that'll look good with it, because I do need to use up some of this yarn as well as the other yarn that I picked out. So that's my plan. I'll be back when I have some more things figured out for y'all. Good morning is the next day, and I'm going to be completely honest with you all. I am exhausted. I am tired. Last night I just went to bed and I got up this morning, did what I needed to do, and I am still exhausted, and so I should probably be taking a nap. However, I do need to get this video done so I can have it ready to go for Tuesday's upload. I think for the duration of the video, I am going to have to pivot from this. I was planning on coming back and working on this, but I don't think that's going to be the best idea because I'm feeling a little bit drained. So I think working on a longer project will just be a bit more draining. So I'm going to switch over to this. I was going to say cat beanie. It's not a cat beanie. This is just a regular beanie. And I started working on it last week. Because it is a chunky beanie, I'm hoping that it won't take me very long to work on. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see. It just depends on how that's going to go. And then from there, I'm hoping that maybe I can work with this yarn that's been sitting on my shelf for a hot minute now. I think over a year now. Like a year and a half it's been sitting. So if I could use this and make an ear warmer out of it, I think that would be fun. I'm just hoping that this beanie turns out good because I've never made a chunky beanie before. And again, I'm trying to find energy, and I just don't have any to give right now. And that's not normal for me. Normally I'm pretty energetic and happy and like, woo, let's crochet. And today I'm just not feeling it. Like, I'm just like, I would rather just sit on the couch, just watch TV, eat snacks, and do nothing. And that's where I'm currently at. So I am going to work on this beanie. Hopefully I can get it done before 1 o'clock. And then honestly, I may just end the video there. I don't know. It just depends, because also I said realistically, and some days are just going to be more crazy than others. Some days are more going to be draining than others. And that's just how it goes. So it depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm like, no, actually I do need to go take that nap, then I'll probably end the video at 1. If not, if I find some energy and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm good now, I feel better, then I'll keep filming. Here is the finished beanie. I am so excited. I love how it looks. Honestly, I should have made this for my last drop, for my January drop specifically, because I have a scarf that matches it and that would have been such a cute set. But it's okay. It'll be in the next drop. It's fine. No worries. I love the beanie. I love the chunky beanie. I don't have any of these on my website anywhere, not even in the drop or on my website as a permanent item. So chunky beanies might be a thing that I get into a little bit more. Maybe. I am definitely feeling a little bit more energized now that I have finished something and I'm not feeling bogged down by this really, really long project. And it's not even that long. It's just tiny, tiny yarn. And it's not even the tiniest yarn ever. It's not like it's thread. But for me, going from like this chunky yarn, or even worsted weight yarn, like this, to a DK weight yarn, is shocking of how long it's going to take. So I definitely miscalculated how long that project was going to take. At this point in time, it is 12:30, 12:24 to be exact, and I think what I want to do is make an ear warmer. And I think I want to use this. I liked using this yarn type for my last ear warmer that I made, so I figured why not make that one into an ear warmer as well? Why not? So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that one, and hopefully I can finish it. We'll see. We'll see. It is now much later in the evening and it's been several hours since I have given y'all an update on where I'm at in my current projects, so I figure I would go ahead and do that now. I made some more progress on my scarf here. I'm really excited about it, and this is where I'm at in the skein currently. Almost done with the pink, almost on the purple. Really excited to see the transition between the pink and the purple. I think it's going to look really fun and pretty. I'm pretty sure I showed this beanie already, but I can't remember to be honest. So here's the beanie. I love how this turned out, although I think the sizing is a little off after looking at my other beanies. I think this is going to be one that is for me because it is on the smaller side. However, I may list it and just put the measurements and let everyone know, hey, this is the sizing of it. It is on the smaller side, but it does fit an adult size, maybe. I'm not sure. Honestly, probably not. I'll probably keep it for myself because I only have one other beanie and I desperately need another one. So this one's gonna be mine. I also finished my ear warmer. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I think I have my ear warmer pattern down pat now at this point. So that's going to be so easy to refer back to whenever I need to make one. I do still want to try out some other variations, some different stitches and whatnot in ear warmers, but pretty happy with how this turned out for now and am looking forward to figuring out some new patterns for the future. But this is stunning. I love the grays in this and the purple. I really like this yarn for the ear warmers. It's so nice. And the last thing that well, that was rude. You didn't have to jump. If you didn't want to be in the video, that's all you had to say, okay? My hook literally jumped off the project. I started a beanie for an order, which I am going to finish in my next video. That is going to be my drop recap, making orders, packing orders video. So I'm really excited about that, but this is going to be finished in that video. And I did get yarn from Hobby Lobby today, so I figured while I'm here, I would go ahead and share all the yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby as well as Michael's last week, because I haven't had a chance to share what I've gotten except on my live. So I figured, why not go ahead, share it in a video, and end the video on a really good, high, positive note, you know what I'm saying? So of course, the first skein of yarn I got was the Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn in Sage Advice. This is a color I like to use for beanies. I got 4 of these wait, what color is this? Hold on. Vintage green stonewash skeins from Crafter's Secret Cotton. I got 2 skeins of the vintage green by Crafter's Secret Cotton as well. I got 2 of these skeins of the Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK Low Pill Fiber in the color Irish Rain. I have not used these before, but I thought the colors on it was so pretty, and how there's a little bit of a dimension to it. Now, I'm kind of chuckling at myself because what was I just talking about with the scarf? That it took forever to work on it because it was a DK weight yarn, right? So what was I thinking getting these two? What am I going to do with these? I don't know, but I'll figure it out. And if you can't tell, there's a little bit of a theme with the Hobby Lobby yarn, right? So if you want to guess what I'm going to be using this yarn for in an upcoming video this month, let me know what your ideas are, what you think I'm going to be using it for, because there is a theme with that yarn. From Michaels, I got 3 Karen Cloud Cakes in the color Royal, and here is a closer look at the color. I absolutely love this. Now my plan with this yarn is I would like to make a star blanket. I've made 2 so far, but those were made with, one was acrylic yarn, one was cotton yarn. I have not made it with this yarn before, but I've seen several people do a couple of star blankets with these types of skeins, and I thought it would be so fun to use. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but it is on the list to be made. And I know exactly what I'm going to be using it for, so whenever I get the chance to do a blanket, this is what I will be choosing. I got 2 skeins of the Loops and Threads Soft Ombre in the colored Emerald Spearmint White. My plans for this, I'm not exactly sure what they are. I did think about making a scarf with it, maybe a cowl or shawl. I don't know yet. Something along those lines is my idea. Or something completely different. I don't know. I just thought it was super pretty, and I like how the colors are intertwined together and how there's an ombre effect. So I got these 2. I also got 3 of the same type of yarn, but in a plum periwinkle white color. I definitely think I want to make a scarf. I thought about making the, what is it called? The Sophie scarf. I want to try and get into knitting a little bit. That is one of the things I want to do this year. And I thought this would be so pretty as a scarf. I don't know, we'll see, because I have some other yarn that I already have that I was planning on doing that for. But if I like doing that, then maybe I'll do it with this yarn as well. If not, I'm sure I can come up with something for this because this yarn is absolutely stunning. I love the colors in this. It just makes me think of happy thoughts, you know? I thought this yarn was so pretty that I got another color. This is in the color Coffee Tan Cream, and I plan on making a sweater with this because my walls are weird colors, okay? They are very weird colors, but whenever I wear like light colors or grays, the lighting tends to be the best. So I thought these colors would be the best to make a sweater without it being too bland and boring because there is that ombre effect. So I'm really excited to get started on that. I'm hoping I have enough yarn. We'll see. I don't know when I'm going to make the sweater. Same with the star blanket. Whenever I have time to make a sweater, that's when I'll make it, and I know exactly what I'll be able to use. I also got 3 of the Loops and Threads Bulky Twist Cotton Blend in the color Green Multi. And these are the yarns, I believe, in my last week's video. I don't know which one exactly, but I picked it up and I was like, oh, I really like this. Oh, it was my Crocheting with Only Pink yarn, I believe. But I couldn't get it because I was looking for pink yarn. So later that day we went back to Michael's and I ended up getting it. And I'm really excited. I think I'm going to make a beanie out of this. I haven't done a cotton blend beanie before, so I'm interested to see how that's going to work up. I hope it turns out really pretty. We'll see. I think it will. I don't know why it wouldn't, but really excited for this. I got a cinnamon swirl cake by Karen in the color Tangerine Twist, spearmint swirl, snow cone. And to be completely honest, with these skeins of yarn, these were the like last minute, I don't know what I want to do, but I really want to grab them because I've been eyeballing them for I think like a year now. And I never picked them up, but because of the buy 2 get 1 free sale, which is why I got the amount of yarn that I did and the quantities that I did, I was like, you know what, why not grab them? Why not grab them? Let's see what we can make with them. Let's see if I enjoy using the yarn because I really have been enjoying like the variegated yarns and the different designs in them and stuff. So I thought these would be perfect for a project. What exactly? Don't know, but I'll have an option to use it. What I'll probably do for the yarn that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with is go on Ravelry and see what other people have done with it to get some inspiration and get some ideas, and maybe I can build off from there. That is everything that I got within the last week or so as far as yarn goes. I am really excited to use all of it. I am going to be using some of them in my upcoming videos for this month, I think. Hopefully. I do plan out my videos a month in advance just so I have an idea roughly of what I'm going to be doing. However, there are times when I change my mind last minute on what the video is going to be about. So I'm not going to make any promises or any guarantees, but I do know for sure one video is going to be going up this month, and it was the Hobby Lobby yarn that I'll be using, as well as some of the other ones. If you can guess the theme and what the video is going to be about, let me know in the comment section down below what you think it'll be. I know this video did not go as planned, but I think it's really important to share how things actually can go, and that it's not always perfect, and it's not always going to be exactly what you thought it was going to be. You're not going to be as productive as you would like to be. So I just wanted to make sure I share that with y'all, because I know sometimes when I'm watching people crochet, it's like they're cranking out all these projects all the time, and that's just not the case for me, honestly. So I hope that makes you feel better if you're in the same boat as me sometimes of you're just not feeling productive. That is going to be the end of the video for today. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and click subscribe and ring the bell to receive all the notifications of when I upload. I upload every Tuesday, Wednesday. Nope, not Wednesday. Hold on, wait a minute. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and I also sometimes go live throughout the week. If I do, I make a post on my page here on my channel. With that, I will see y'all in my next video on Thursday. Bye!